Hello, my dear friends. Today, I will tell you a special story. It is about a woman named Marina. She wanted to look beautiful for her school reunion, but one dress changed everything. This story is funny and sad at the same time. It is full of emotions. When you listen, you will laugh. You may even feel tears in your eyes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Marina was nervous. Her school reunion was coming soon. She had not seen her classmates for 20 years. She wanted to look young, beautiful, and successful. She thought, I must find the perfect dress. Everyone must remember me. But in her wardrobe, there was nothing, not even one good dress. So Marina took her bag and went to the city. Her mission, buy the most beautiful dress in the world. Marina entered a big clothing store. Bright lights, mirrors, music, and many dresses. The saleswomen smiled at her. Can we help you? They asked. But Marina was proud. No, thank you. I will choose myself, she said. She walked between rows of dresses. Red, blue, green, long, short, shiny, simple. Her eyes sparkled. She felt powerful. Today, I will win, she told herself. She took many dresses in her hands and went to the fitting room. The first dress was black. On the hanger, it looked perfect. But on Marina, it looked like a cleaner's uniform. The second dress was red. It was tight on her hips. The third dress was green. It made her look like a sofa. Marina sighed. Who makes these dresses? For whom? For aliens? She hissed angrily. She looked in the mirror. Her body was strong and full, but the dresses were small, cruel, and unkind. Only one dress was left. It was blue, the color of her eyes. It had a deep neckline and a small slit. It was beautiful, elegant, dangerous. But there was one problem. It was size 52. Marina usually wore size 54. She hesitated. But maybe sizes are crazy these days. Maybe it will fit me. She smiled and whispered, Please, dear universe, help me. She pulled the dress over her head. At first, it was fine, but then, disaster. The dress stopped on her chest. It refused to move. It trapped her arms. She tried to move them down. Crack went the fabric. Marina froze in horror. Minutes passed. Marina was sweating. Her hair was wet. She tried to pull, push, shake. Nothing worked. She felt tears in her eyes. Then she heard a voice. Madam, are you okay? Asked a saleswoman. Marina wanted to scream, but only a strange ooh came out. The saleswoman opened the curtain. Oh no, you are stuck. She pulled. Another saleswoman came. She pulled too. Then 3, then 4. 6 women were pulling the dress from all sides. got it!" shouted the oldest. "Who will pay for it?" asked another. "The woman who is stuck." Marina gasped. "No, never. This is not a dress. This is my coffin." The saleswomen laughed and argued. Marina cried and stomped her feet. Finally, when the stars aligned, the fabric slipped. Shh! The dress came off. Marina stood free, tired, wet, red, and shaking. The saleswomen looked at the dress. It was still perfect, not torn. Marina couldn't believe it. She dressed quickly and ran out. The fitting room felt like a prison cell. Marina sat in a cafe. She drank coffee and wiped her tears. She was angry, sad, and ashamed, but she was also stubborn. "I will not give up," she thought. "I will buy my dress today. I will shine at the reunion." She walked into another shop. New lights, new mirrors, new dresses. Her eyes stopped at one dress, silver, shining, elegant. It had a corset-like waist. It was also size 52. Marina smiled bitterly. Again, size 52. But maybe this one is different. She took the dress in her hands and went to the fitting room. Marina stood in the new fitting room. Her hands were shaking. The silver dress looked perfect, soft, shiny, like moonlight. It whispered to her, "Try me, Marina. I am waiting for you." Marina closed her eyes. She remembered the blue dress and the shame. Her heart beat faster, but she also remembered her dream, to look beautiful at the reunion. She said quietly, "Okay, let's try. But please, dear dress, don't betray me." She pulled the silver dress on. It slid over her shoulders. It went down her body. It hugged her waist. It reached her hips. It fit. Marina opened her eyes in the mirror and gasped. She saw a new woman. The silver dress shone in the light. Her eyes were bright, her face alive. The corset-like waist made her look slimmer. The skirt flowed around her legs. Marina turned left, turned right. She laughed. She almost cried. "Is this really me?" she thought. The saleswoman entered and clapped her hands. "Beautiful! You look amazing." Marina blushed. She felt young again. For the first time that day, she was happy. She bought the silver dress without a second thought. She carried the bag like a treasure chest. The evening came. Marina put on the silver dress. She brushed her hair. She put on soft makeup. When she looked in the mirror, she smiled. At the school reunion, many people gathered. Old friends, old classmates, all a little older, a little rounder, a little grayer. They looked at Marina, and their eyes widened. "Wow, Marina, you look amazing, like a movie star, like a queen." Marina laughed. Inside her heart, she whispered, "Thank you, silver dress. You are not treacherous." You are my friend. But when the music started and people began to dance, Marina felt something. The dress was tight. It was beautiful, yes. But when she sat down, it squeezed her waist. When she danced, it pulled on her hips. When she ate cake, it became even tighter. She smiled, but inside, she was uncomfortable. She thought, beauty always wants sacrifice. Dresses are cruel. Dresses are queens, and we are only their prisoners. Her feet hurt. Her waist hurt. Her heart laughed and cried at the same time. Marina went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror again. She saw the silver dress shining like the moon. She saw her eyes wet with tears. She whispered, "Dear dress, why are you so beautiful and so painful?" Then she laughed, loud, honest laughter. Two women from her class entered and asked, "Marina, why are you laughing and crying at the same time?" She answered, "Because life is like a dress. Sometimes it is too tight. Sometimes it is treacherous. But still, it is beautiful." They all laughed together. The night ended. People hugged, cried, took photos, and promised to meet again. Marina went home, tired, but full of emotions. She hung the silver dress in her wardrobe. She touched it softly. "You are not perfect," she whispered, "but you gave me this night, and I will remember it forever." She turned off the light. The dress sparkled quietly in the dark, like a memory, like a secret, like a small piece of magic. Thank you, my friends, for listening to this story. Marina's journey was not easy. She cried, she laughed, and she fought with a dress. But in the end, she found her silver dress and her smile. This story teaches us something important. Life can be hard, but it can also be funny. Sometimes we suffer, sometimes we laugh, and sometimes we do both at the same time. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please come again and listen to more stories with me. See you next time.